Hey guys, welcome to JPlays. I am Iceman. This is my playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077. Continuing with what technically is side quests, though it is hard to tell the difference now. Because a lot of these main ones the side ones definitely are side ones, though it's hard to tell what is actually part of the main quest line and what is not. Like the one that I did in the last video with Panem, or Panem, I think it's Panem. That felt more like main quest line, but it is hard to tell. Oh shit. Picked up this car in the last video. It's faster even than the fastest one I had before. This is a very zippy car. It sounds like it's saying bubble tea. Never been a big fan of bubble tea myself. I'm more of an energy drink kind of person, which suits the character's name in this, called V. I do drink cans of V and Mother.
Here we are. Guess I just gotta wait.
Huh?
Bill Jablonski.
Did Okada give you the details?
Didn't go into a whole lot of detail, no.
Joshua Stevenson. You and me are gonna give that murdering fuck what he deserves. I'll tell you more inside. Get in. You're driving.
Okie dokie.
They're supposed to pass down this street. We just sit tight till they show up and follow them. I want to see the light in that motherfucker's eyes go out.
Whoa, why?
So he can smell his own fear before he dies.
Want him dead, why exactly?
That's not your concern.
Rather know what I'm getting into.
Stevenson murdered my wife. They convicted him, put him on death row. But the slime bag found a get-out-of-jail-free card. Over my dead fucking body.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Nothing to do but wait then.
What's your name?
V.
V.
Let me tell you something, V. That sack of filth took the life of someone I loved. I can't live with the thought that he... There they are! Step on it! Stay on him! Don't let him get away!
Oh shit. Did you see that?
Watch out! can't lose him.
I won't lose him. I'm just following.
Fuck! No! Stop the damn car! Fuck! Brake, I said! Brake!
Yeah.
This is it. Let's go. Stay close. I'm gonna blow the motherfucker to bits myself. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking kill him!
NCPD! Stop right there! Lieutenant Vasquez, NCPD! Stop right there!
You're protecting a murderer!
Drop it or I shoot! Wait!
Oh.
No, stop! Stop the killing! They're here to kill you! It's not their fault! Shoot the guy, and our deal is dead.
Vasquez! Shoot!
Right. Let's just all shoot holes in each other.
Loud. Fuck! We can't leave him here. Media vultures will be here any minute.
The fuck are you doing? Stop! NCPD! Stay where you are! And get that goddamn semi out of here! We take him with us.
What? Olga, we've got a situation.
No thanks.
Somebody just tried to drop
be
off
on my
Star.
way now.
That psycho's
Please?
out hiring professionals. It was only a
need you.
matter of time.
Really?
Because he's a fucking nutcase,
Gregor.
that's why.
Busted an attempted
What
hit on my
cunt?
guy. Yeah, one
Why do you
cash.
need me?
Bill Jablonski.
Why so badly?
No priors, but run a deep sweep just to be sure.
What's your name?
Thanks, I owe you. No patrol car.
First you're gonna
And stay
tell me
off
what the hell is
frequencies,
going
too.
on.
Can't have this coming
But
back.
I can explain, just don't go.
This
I need you.
fucking mess.
It's okay.
I want you to drop it,
You
dickhead.
don't need to tell me.
Should've listened.
My name is
Fucking
Joshua
listened.
Stevenson.
We're clear to go.
And
Boys from the
your
precinct will mop up
associate?
here.
What was his name?
Bill Jablonski. Ring a bell?
Sadly, yes. Teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom.
Wait a sec. You're V. I heard of you.
Can't say the same about you.
We can't take him. Out of the question. He's way too big a threat.
Well, I want to give him a job.
Christ on a stick.
Finally, something that isn't a complete snore fest. Could binge watch this all day if I had some popcorn.
Gonna tell me what it is you want from me?
Well, this one time, Rachel is right. We can't stay here. Come with us. You'll find out all you need to know on the way.
Got to object. Strongly.
Noted. But you don't have a vote here.
Ha! That's it. Got no fucking idea what this is about. But if you don't go with them, I'm never talking to you again.
No. Why do I have to get in the car with him?
All right, I'll go with you.
Move it! We're running late.
The game's waiting for it to save, I think. Yep.
Have you ever experienced anything that changed the meaning of existence? Changed your life?
Don't feel like talking about it.
12 years ago, I was sentenced to prison for armed robbery. And other sins. I shot and killed several people in cold blood, and it didn't mean anything to me at the time.
It's
But
not
behind
moving.
bars, you get all the time in the world to think. And I thought to correct the errors of my ways.
Why'd you shoot him?
I was holding a gun. I didn't like the way they looked at me, and I had the power to stop them. I still see their faces just before I... frozen in time. God, give me strength to never forget.
Spelling mistakes you can correct, but murder is murder.
You can make amends to the families. You can lead others away from the path of darkness.
Spill already. What do you want from me?
Stay with me for the day, and I'll pay you what you were promised to kill me.
Excuse me? With what money?
Not mine, the studio's. And the studio will pay.
Not liking this one bit. Let me out. I'll be on my way.
It's easy money. Just, give it a thought, hmm?
We're almost at Gloria LMR's.
Give me a moment, I need to prepare.
He killed the guy's wife. I don't care about his story. I should be putting a bullet in him.
Vasquez, keep an eye on them. I'm gonna stay in the car. Keep it short. We're on a tight schedule.
So even if I don't want to, I have to follow him around. Oh.
Zuleika?
You're late.
I found a companion along the way.
Someone from the studio?
Do you remember what you wrote me in your last letter? He is everything you spoke of. V, meet Zuleika.
Wouldn't mind knowing what's going on here. Anyone?
You haven't told him anything?
We just met. There wasn't time.
You really are insane. Mama isn't back yet. We can talk inside until she returns. Come in.
Hurry up. I'll be waiting outside.
Please, sit down. Can I offer you anything? A drink?
I'm good. Thanks.
Why is he making me sit through this?
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, one God. Amen.
Zuleika is the sister of the man I killed. She wrote me letters while I was doing time. That is how we two were united. Through forgiveness.
You mean to say you let the man who killed your brother off the hook?
Judge not, and you will not be judged. Condemn not, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Whether it finds enemies or neighbors, God's love knows no bounds on earth, and neither should ours.
Oh no. She's not
You're
with him,
not
is
buying
she?
it, not at all.
That's
You
fu-
believe in a merciful God, yet he allowed for your brother's murder. Let it happen.
I grieved for Reuben. You cannot know how much. I wanted him back. But then God showed me his plan, and I found peace.
The Lord knows I regret killing Reuben, but if not for him, I never would have found the path to God.
Yeah, still not buying it.
I guess then, you don't believe in the Creator.
Why are we even talking about this?
Zuleika and I have a running dispute. I was thinking you could help us resolve it.
No, no. I never agreed to anything like this.
Religious debates, not my thing.
There's nothing to debate. Those BD studio hyenas convinced Joshua to trade one execution for another. His own crucifixion. He wants everyone to experience his agony, feel his pain and suffering.
What does it matter about his pain and suffering? About what he did to all the people by taking the people away from them?
This is insanity, pure and simple.
It's the one thing worse than insanity. Blasphemy.
Zuleika transformed me into a child of God. It's time I repaid that debt. I want to bear witness to love's existence, in a manner that all the lost souls on this wretched earth can understand.
Why love?
If unconditional love exists, then so must God. It's time the world was reminded of his divine presence. Think of the millions jacked into their feeds like livestock. The children growing up in gang-infested streets. Do they know love? Think of the joy toys on Jig Jig Street. Coked out corpos in their offices, and murderers who stalk the streets. I want to reach them. I will reach them.
He has such
Think
anger.
of paid killers like you, V. Have you known love? Do you know what it is?
Mother's home. Joshua Stevenson. We meet again. And who are you?
My name is V.
Go. You are not welcome here.
I'm
This is
not
El
welcome
Amar.
here?
I have come to beg you for forgiveness.
You murdered my son. That is something I can never forgive.
Exactly.
I truly do regret the pain I have caused you.
Out of my house, now! Just go, please. Out, all of you!
Had enough of this, Josh.
Wait!
No, count me out.
You killed my child! My Reuben.
Mrs. El Amar, please!
Just go, please.
I don't care if I fail that quest. Like, what is going on? Like, I don't care at all. He killed like that guy's wife, and then he died trying to kill him, and then I don't know what he's trying to do there. If it's what I think it is, he's trying to get her to love him when he killed her brother. Like, not even in self-defense. That's messed up. What a weird quest that was. And he clearly showed no remorse for the fact that that guy died, even though he'd killed that person's wife. So why should I feel any sympathy for him at all? What? Oh, shit. Yeah, with him, I failed to see, like, what the point of that was. Why should anyone feel empathy? Oh, shit. Oh my god. Hey. Oh, that's sweet. Seriously, this game can't go 5 minutes without giving me a bug of like some kind. Always when I least expect it though. Anyway, like I was saying, I just can't get over that mission. That is so bizarre. Like, I just don't give a fuck that I failed it. I keep telling him from the get-go, I'm like, dude, fuck off. I don't want to talk to you. Why am I going in your car? I don't want to talk to you. I mean, see, the game's bugging up again. We've got to wait for everything to load back in.
New episodes every Wednesday. Only on WNS.
What am I supposed to be doing?
See you around. And tell your sister I said hi.
Of course. If I ever see her again. New job's been tough on her lately.
Need a little pick-me-up. You got Chromanticore?
The hell you want the swill for, boss? Heard some batches even glow in the dark. Why drink poison when you can drink Spunky Monkey? Way better than...
You freeze up a lot?
1 second, boss. Brad? Hey, Brad! Listen, boss, you help me out? Kids on the block been up my ass lately, and you seem real tough.
Might as well, since I'm here. Lead the way.
Thanks, boss. All right, follow me. You lost your minds? Get your grubby paws off my bike!
You think we're playing around? This is a small price to pay for fucking treason.
You still can't let go of that? Shana made a choice. You should be proud of her.
Proud? That bitch sold out to a fucking corp! Now it's time for payback.
Vance? Vance, what do you think you're doing?
The hell? God, this game is bugging up so bad.
On hold, okay? They lost their damn minds. Thanks, boss. That ought to teach him.
Now that that's over, you okay?
Don't worry about it. I've had worse. No good fucking deadbeats. Up till now, we almost got used to them. But to pull a knife on one of their own? Anyway, stop by whenever you're around. I throw in a nice discount for you.
Sure thing, boss. Thanks.
Okay, that's the buggiest quest I've come across in the game so far. Give me a sec. Anyway. Yeah. Man, this game is bugging up big time today. Damn. Oh my god, look at that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Look at that. My god. God, that looks like Daikatana. Man, I played the game for hours earlier today. No worries. I play it now, and you can't see the CPU cycles that I got going on. But I checked my computer, and yeah, it's CPU cycles are going crazy. Kylo, be quiet, my cat. Bloody hell. Clowns are running a circus. Yeah, I don't know why, but the game's running like shit. Yeah, played it earlier today, no trouble. Was playing for hours, no major issues besides some. God damn, it is playing bad. The worst I've seen. So I think, yeah, I'll come back to this later. So I'll come back later. So speak to you then. Hopefully it's playing better by that point.
The next day.
Hey guys, welcome to JPlays. I am Iceman. This is my playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077. And by the way, I just discovered there actually is a horn in this game. Man, that is so weak. Yeah, oh, and here I am treating it like the start of the video. So it's been a day since I last played, and everything is looking a lot better. God damn.
Are you V? Please, step in the vehicle.
Okay.
Hello, V. I'm Jefferson Perales. You've already spoken with Elizabeth, my wife.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Perales. Mrs. Perales.
Right again, Liz. You see, my wife is a great judge of character. Said this would work. Now I see why.
So, what do you got for me?
Carter, let's go.
Elizabeth?
Well, as you're probably aware, Mayor Lucius Rhine recently passed.
We want to know how, why, whatever else is pertinent.
It was all over the news.
Of course it was. Media feasted for weeks. Pieces like that are their lifeblood.
Right. Think they missed something?
We have reason to believe they did, yes.
As far as I know, case is closed already.
It is. Of course, the police wrote it off as natural causes. Rhine passed at home due to a cardio implant malfunction.
But we're left wondering about the cyber psycho attack at City Hall a few days earlier.
The police say it was completely unrelated.
These suspicions of yours wouldn't have anything to do with the upcoming election, would they?
Of course they would. If Lucius Ryan was murdered, we want to know. Need to know.
What makes you think the cops got it wrong? Got any evidence?
Shortly before Ryan passed, he made cuts in the NCPD budget. Perhaps got on someone's bad side that way.
In any case, we have the cyber psycho attack on a BD.
Our chief of security scanned it but didn't find anything out of the ordinary, so to speak. We need a braindance editor, a real one. It's raw footage.
The braindance. It has to be back where it belongs today, or a lot of people will be in a lot of trouble. If you agree to help, you can see it right now.
Okey-dokey.
All right. See what I can do.
Excellent. We'd be happy with any find that would clarify things, alleviate lingering doubts.
Well, what do we got here?
Question is, what are you doing here?
My brain too, isn't it?
And this time, don't go scrolling every ass you see. Eyes on the mayor. Stuff belongs to City Hall. Let's make it PG.
Who's the Hulk guy?
No idea. Those ass clowns are all the same.
Hey, we're not finished yet.
Second conference in 3 days. No idea what this blitz is for. That's why I'm mayor and you're not. Now's when we need the visibility. You're spreading yourself too thin. I'll rest tonight. My room at the Red Queen's race is ready. Yes, of course. Good. Now go. Gotta practice.
Red Queen's race. Cause any inner synapse zaps?
Sure, bunch of old Brit farts in powdered wigs shouting, "Off with their heads!"
You know, you're allowed to say you don't have a clue. They left literally seconds before the attack. And it looks planned, like it was done on purpose.
That or the psycho saw his chance and took it. Don't get paranoid on me.
Hold it. Stop right there. Slow your roll. River Ward, NCPD. Police. Let him in? Let him wait. It's important. Gotta speak to the mayor's chief of security. Preem, do it after the conference.
The cop wanted to tell security something.
Probably that he was standing by to lick Ryan's butthole.
Preem, do it after the conference.
The tune. Don't recognize it.
Tune?
What he's humming.
Wouldn't call that a tune.
He's really into it. Could have chromed half the city with what he was packing.
Probably what happened. Body disappeared from the morgue, sight unseen. And then some pig got himself a new set of wheels and an ugly-ass suit.
Know that? We're just talking out your ass again.
Once you've seen all I've seen, don't need to know things to know them. People are the same everywhere.
Okay, it's coming at your ass.
Where is it?
Terminal crashed right as he went through the gate. Yeah, glitch was no accident.
Nah, seen stranger coincidences.
Like
when you bang some chick and then her sister later, same night. And it turns out they're both sisters of God.
That really happened to you?
Nah, but it could've.
Right.
Well.
What the? Oh.
You're here. Fantastic.
So, any thoughts? Did you see anything suspicious? Anything at all? Or are we paranoid? Is everything all
worse
right?
than Coronado Bay in July.
Huh. So suspicions confirmed. Any questions at this point? V?
Red Queen's race. What is it?
Got me. Never heard of it. Sorry.
Who's Holt?
Ryan's deputy. And his bulldog, so to speak. Running in Ryan's place now.
Conference. Why was it held?
For no particular reason. Ryan liked the sound of his voice and seeing himself on TV. Yeah, that sort of thing. As far as I recall, the drop at Night City's violent crime rate was the excuse for this one. Ryan came out to tout it.
Sorry, drop.
Ryan reclassified Pacifica an independent district. Stats for that part of town stopped counting.
Clever. Cop who saved Ryan. Know anything about him?
Detective River Ward. Good guy. We worked a few cases together. You want to talk to him, I'll put you in touch.
Mayor's Hustle. The NCPD?
No. All handpicked by Holt. And on a corpse payroll. But there are ex-cops among them.
Anyone else besides Ryan's detail have access to the terminal?
NCPD. That's it.
Sheesh, Ward had great timing. Either has crazy good luck or had a source. Got good info. I'm gonna need some of each.
Well said.
Sending you his deeds. If you need anything else, let us know. We'll help.
If only we all had flying cars. That was very Westworld, the way those cars looked.
This is Ward. Who am I talking to?
Name's V. Looking into the death of one Lucius Rhine.
Wonder why. You're not a cop.
Listen, I know you tried to warn Ryan about the cyber psycho.
What else do you know?
That you best meet with me.
All right. I'm headed to Chubby Buffalo's.
Be there stat.
Shit. Yep. Oh shit. What the fuck? Yeah, missing texture format. I have to say, I wonder what the next patch is going to bring. So in the time that I've been playing, there's been like of this playthrough, there's been like 1 or 2 patches, I think. Yeah, I'm wondering what the next one's going to bring. Because that last one, 1.6 I think it was, brought a lot of more speed improvements. So, and little bug fixes, but there is a lot of work left in this game, bug fixing wise. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do in the future.
Someone here to see you, looks like.
Huh. Wonder what about.
You River Ward?
In the flesh. V, right? My partner, Detective Hun.
Mind if we step off to the side?
Han and me, we're like one mind. Got no secrets.
You really intend to work with a merc?
Don't know what I intend just yet. For now, I'm gonna see if I hear anything new about Ryan's death.
You back on that? Boss already told you to drop it. Don't make him say it again. You know he hates to say things twice. And if you couldn't give a rat's fat ass about any of that, heed my advice. As your friend, just let the case go.
See me do anything? Just sitting here, sipping coffee, listening to gossip.
Fine. Do what you want. I'm not about to be part of this. Gotta go get my little girl anyway. And you two at least find a quieter corner. Wouldn't want to be overheard.
Exactly.
Okay. talk.
I see Detective Hahn's not a fan of edge runners.
Don't take it personally. Detective Hahn's not a fan of anybody, except his daughter. You wanted to talk?
Before the attack, he wanted to talk to Ryan's hustle. Get some info to them. What was it?
Let me ask you a question first. Why do you got your nose in this? Who hired you?
Sorry. Never give up the names of my clients.
Well then, I'm sure you've got plenty of other leads besides me. I mean, I sure hope so, 'cause I'm not telling you a thing. And I'm not being mean or nosy, nor is it personal. Just covering my own ass. My own safety's at stake too. So, before I open my mouth, I need to know whose ears are listening.
Liz Perales hired me, and her husband, Jefferson.
The presumed future mayor. Guess I could have seen that coming. Know what? Han was right. Acoustics are a little too good in here. Got my car outside.
Well, we've already said who
Okay,
we're
sure.
working for.
70% real blood-dripping meat. Slaughterhouse. Satisfy your instincts.
Some of the boys from the precinct saw Horvath around Arroyo, shooting up dumpsters, hollering how he's got to meet with the mayor. Brought him in.
Brought who in?
Peter Horvath. Cyber psycho who attacked the mayor later. They took him downtown, but then he got lost before they could get his statement.
So you saw him as a potential threat, decided to warn the mayor. Just like that. 'Cause you got a good heart.
Make it sound like that's something to be ashamed of.
Ashamed? Nah. Just not something you see every day. Said he got lost. How's that happen? What's it mean?
It means someone didn't want him counting roaches in a cell that day. And before you ask me, no. I got no idea who. My turn. Why is Perales looking at this now? Why does he want it done unofficial, on the hush-hush?
As I see it, Perales is out to smear Holt.
So he thinks Holt's involved?
No, but even if he's not, the murdered mayor isn't great optics for his deputy. Perales could just be scared.
Doesn't want the job of a guy who just got carried out feet first.
Who would? Red Queen's race. Heard anything about it? Know what it is?
Maybe I have. Maybe I do. It got anything to do with Ryan?
The guy was headed there the day he died.
Fine. We're gonna see my CI. All I've heard, it's some fancy-ass club. No idea where to even look for it. CI might know. Then we'll go talk to the woman Horvath worked for. Or actually, we could see her first. Up to you.
Sorry. We?
Can't shake this case. Something's up. Just look how quickly it was closed. This way, you can get your job done, while I find evidence that gets my chief to reopen the case. Win-win. So, where to first?
Let's go see your informer. Club's a better lead.
Fine with me.
And he needs to learn how to drive.
guy works here. You go talk to him. I'll wait outside. Tell him Igor says hi. He'll know what it's about.
He's your CI. He doesn't know me.
Well, last we met, it didn't go so well. For him. People he ratted out got wind of it. I think you got a better chance of getting him to talk without me. At least voluntarily.
Who is this guy?
Our proprietor. He's got all sorts of clients, and he's nosy as hell. So he knows all about everyone. Plus, he's a coward. Perfect combo.
All right, wait here then.
You looking for general inspiration or something specific? Because I can help with both.
Looking for a club. Red Queen's Race?
If I was you, I'd try somewhere a little more welcoming. Lizzie's over in Kabuki is a good start. Or Cloud's in Japantown.
Want an address.
Look, club's invitation only, right? You don't know the address. Means you're not welcome.
Only on WNS.
Igor says hi.
Fuck, no. Said I was done. I was out. Leave me the fuck alone, all of you.
Hey, Neil.
Piss off.
Relax. Just got one question to ask you. Nothing to see here, sir. Come on, Ghost, I said.
Leave me alone, got it? Can't make me do a damn thing.
Rest assured, nobody will find out you talked to us. And this will truly be the last time Detective Ward will visit you. Isn't that right, Detective?
Right. I swear it on the spirits of my ancestors. All we want is the courts for Red Queen's Race.
All right, but this is the last time, for real. It's outside city limits. Near the river. Benita Street area.
You been there?
Made some deliveries. Goods. Sometimes peeps. I got no idea why you want to go poking around there. Club's empty. They shut it all down.
Shut it down. Before or after Mayor Rhine died?
Soon after, I guess.
Thanks, Neil.
My shit luck!
Well, that's what I call a breakthrough. Seems promising, but I'd still hit that market.
Market?
Horvath's employer, one I mentioned before. I just wouldn't let that lead drop.
Okay, let's go see this market of yours.
We gonna take my car?
Sure, thanks.
see, back with you so soon? How's your afternoon?
Several independent studies have concluded that half of all manual laborers in Night City are expected to die before the age of 70.
A good 90% of any detective's job is talking. But you know that already. Must say, you're kinda a natural.
First world problems.
And the other 10%, what's it consist of?
Writing reports.
So, who are we supposed to talk to? Cyberpsycho's boss, you said?
Christine Markov, 42. File has her as Horvath's sole employer. Sole contact, too, actually. Come on, V. No idea who we're looking for. Gonna have to ask around. I'll start from the left. You take the right.
Okey-dokey.
Christine Markov, know her? Has a stall here.
Don't know any Christine. This isn't BD Heads Anonymous.
You Christine Markov?
No, but I know who she is.
Markov?
Stand with the tech over on the other side.
She's over there. Stall with the tech.
Thanks.
You Christine Markov, we have some questions.
You badges?
Looking for data on Peter Horvath. Worked here, apparently.
Yeah, he did. Then he stopped working, started making fucking speeches all the time.
Horvath make good scratch here. Could have bought this whole market with the chrome he was packing.
Oh yeah, made scads on scads here. Motherfucking millionaire, like we all are.
So where'd he get the eddies? Know anything?
Look, if I knew, I wouldn't be here selling scop to tower trash. I'd get myself an AV, fly my fucking slim ass out of here. Peter showed up one day with all that. Extra worked up, too. Whacked enough that I asked him where he got it. He said somebody finally seen what he was worth. And then he launched right into one of his tirades.
When the weird behavior actually start?
When you're talking about Peter, weird doesn't mean what it means for everybody else. Horvath never was completely normal. For the post-jail Horvath versus the pre-jail Horvath, gonks both, but completely different gonks.
These, speeches, what did he have to say?
Ryan, corpse got him by the balls and cock, but he still managed to fuck me. His motto.
Why'd he have it in for the mayor?
Ha! Looking for reason in that whack job? Probably thought Ryan was talking to him through the TV, promising all sorts of shit, then ceasing to give a fuck. Look, I told you what I think. In Horvath's world, everybody was out to get him. Lucius Ryan was out to fuck him, then get him.
So as Horvath saw it, who else had it in for him?
Besides Ryan, a Madame President mostly. Then Arasaka, the Giza, and when he died, it was his son's turn. Would that be all, detectives? You're spooking my clientele.
Somebody'd finally seen what he was worth. Horvath had sponsors.
We might have guessed as much.
Might seem like we didn't get a lot out of that. But sometimes intel makes sense once you've got some context. Say, for instance, somebody says they got a headache. Minor detail. Means nothing, right? Usually, sure. But then the guy waltzes straight into oncoming traffic. A neighbor remembers someone had worked on the air conditioner in the guy's unit. guy whose head always hurt. Accident? Coincidence? Or maybe air-dispersed poison. A deliberate hit.
You actually caught a case like that?
No. Made it up. Still proves my point. Great. Let me handle this, V. Step aside, Lug. Your boyfriend got sent up for years. Doubt you want the same.
Fuck off, Kitty Claus.
V.
Fuck off.
What the fuck?
Fuck me. Close one.
God damn it, V. Told you I'd handle it. Oh, okay. Good talk.
Walking the streets with you? Downright unsafe. Got a beef with all gangs or just the Tigers?
I'm a cop. What do you think? Gotta report this. Okay. Red Queen's race now. First, I gotta clean up the mess you made. We'll meet there.
Oh shit.
Well, hey.
A few moments later.
This is animal turf.
I can see that.
Lock up any of theirs recently?
Not lately, no. But they're not big fans of pigs either. I can't go in without a warrant. But you...
Uh-huh. All right. Be in touch.
You find anything, tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out! He's hacking!
Oh, shit.
Got spotted.
Okay, hang on, be right there.
We're getting too old for this.
Goddamn implants! Squeeze the fucker dry! How's this happening? Yo, piss on this, man. I'm ending you now! Hold on! I'm reloading! For real?
This is a safe space. Trust me.
Of course it is.
Neil doesn't tend to lie. Too scared. So the club's around here somewhere. In the garage is my guess. Or under it.
$500 push-ups, damn.
Out of the car! Hands up! Easy, officer.
Look at that.
Hold on. It says wait for River to get in the elevator.
Nice. Someone really wanted to cover up whatever it was that went down. What should we be looking for?
Let's try to find something that looks like an off. Every club has one.
again! Make him fucking pay!
Next evolutionary step was to live in the machine, live reality and dream natural bionic means. Life caught in a stream with screenshots with memories, evidence of a time when we breathed. When the ladder fell, held the grace and descended from proverbial hell, attached to memory like scars on the flesh.
Shit! V! You okay? V!
Come on.
You hear me?
Breathe. Oh. Thanks for leaping into action back there.
No problem. You feeling okay?
I'll live.
What was that, V?
You asked me. Won the heart attack that killed Ryan.
As I said from the start. But...
someone spiked his BD. That's what killed him.
Fuck. Think you could be right. Come on, V.
Looks like an office. Sort of.
Comps are what we want. Comps above all.
stiff as a board. You ask me, he's been dead at least an hour. No. No trauma card. Pretty sure he didn't bring it on purpose. A club like this, you don't want TT banging down the door when you're banging away and things start to heat up. Hard, probably. Must have gotten a little too heavy and messy. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Coroner will find him at home. I'll tell him how to write it up. Died in his sleep, quiet as a baby. Boys are getting him out of here. Of course, nobody will see him. No way. Yep. Yes. All right, I'll buzz you later.
Didn't I just watch the security recording?
Weird. Guy looks familiar, doesn't he?
V, I'm not in the mood for jokes. Think we've seen everything we needed to. Let's go.
Okay, let's Delta.
Think I saw another way out on the way in. Fuck.
Ah, yeah.
Still hanging around with this punk?
Shut it, Harold. I know what you did. Not about to ask why you covered it up. Not even why you jumped into this mess to begin with. Just want to know. Who gave you the order?
What's the matter, River? Why do you even care? Your conscience is clear. You can sleep tight at night. You know why? because I took all the responsibility. You got no idea how this city works. Think a goddamn inspirational, idealist bullshit actually means something? It doesn't. Never did. Hey, don't look at me that way, Merc. You know I'm right.
Hey, don't drag me into this. I don't do politics or NCPD inner squabbles.
Yeah, so what do you do? Let me guess. Whatever brings in the ends, huh?
Sorry, that was an accident.
I'm not surprised, but I'm not judging either. Looking for a path and place in this damn city. All of us.
Don't know fuck all about me. Don't even try and guess what I'm about.
Didn't mean no offense.
V, appreciate the help, but this isn't your biz. I'll take care of it.
How you gonna do that? Am I under arrest?
Got a scroll, got a motive, got your confession. So yeah, you could be, but it wouldn't make much sense. You don't even gotta say who ordered you to go and clean up. I know anyway. So since even our brass's fingers are all over this, I gotta take it to internal.
They won't do a thing either. Not to me. They'll put you in their sights, though. Just go home, Ward. Get some... I mean, that's my plan.
Fuck.
Should have fed him some lead as a goodbye. Only way to be sure.
Maybe it is, but it's not my way, V. Holt murdered Ryan. Wanted his seat. Oldest, tritest motive in the book. That's why I believe it. Use the NCPD to cover his tracks.
Also think it was Holt. Only one who stood to gain.
Taking this to internal affairs. Got enough to get this case reopened.
Do it.
And you? Gonna report back to the paralysis?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna stay. Observe a little. Thanks, V.
So, about Ryan. Got a pretty good idea what happened.
Great. Come by, please. It's a sensitive matter. I'd rather discuss it face to face. We'll be waiting.
Always nice to hear from Pelen.
V, we're upstairs.
Thanks.
Just gonna tell you one thing.
I'm listening.
Don't tell him nothing. Don't get involved. This muck is deeper than you think. Suck you in if you're not careful.
If I don't give them something, they're not gonna pay me.
We'll manage without that.
There's no sense in which you gotta eat.
Fine, do whatever the fuck you want. Not like you listen anyway.
Hello, V. Please, come in. Make yourself at home. Jefferson will join us shortly.
Thing is, they pay me to do a job. They should do the job.
Please, have a seat.
Thank you.
Good to see you, V. Elizabeth tells me you have answers for us. I'm all ears.
It's not 100% clear what happened.
Hardly anything ever is. But...
Yeah, I got some idea.
we shouldn't delay too long.
I think Weldon Holt was behind Ryan's death.
I knew it! You got any proof?
I don't. Just, strong suspicions.
That's all we need to know, Jeff. We have to be careful. Keep a close eye on Holt, and up our security.
You're right. As always, you're right. Thanks for your help, V. Your fee.
You two watch out for each other.
Ah, that piano tune.
Hey there. Now, where did we leave off? Careful, please.
The fact that the mission hasn't finished yet is concerning. Okay. Nothing happened. That's good.
Hi there, V.
How's it going with Rogue?
It's going. Knock on wood.
So, things are settled?
For now, we're good at avoiding each other, and that's fine with me.
No complications with Kang Tao?
So far, so good. They sent another patrol around the station, but they're dead set that it was Raffen that downed their AV and attacked Hellman's guards. Station's proprietor's sticking to that version, so we're covered for now.
How's it going?
Depends on what the it is, and what you want to hear.
Oh, you know, the huge. I longed for you, V.
Oh, I see you've already played out this conversation all on your own. Force of habit.
Pan Am.
I did, though. I missed you.
Take care.
Talk soon, V.
Okay. Nothing on the edges.
Apartments with real wooden floors available for rent today. Show them you can afford it.
Let's just wait for everything to load.
Hey, you there? Hey, you dig brain dances? Hey, feast your optics right here, yo. Got the meanest, supremest shit ever scrolled.
What have you got?
For you, bro? Best the Night City has to offer.
And that would be...
The most no-respect, geeked out, turned up virtue you ever seen. Man, I'm talking like transcendental.
Where's it from? You got a license for exclusive distribution in Night City?
Come on, man. Ain't nobody bothered with that shit. Know why? Cause the stuff I got's way too legit to be legit. Feel me?
Too legit to be legit.
What's on the virtue?
Real feeling, neuron shredding, high octane, trans-sensational, adrenaline pumping shit, yo. And your mind will blow its load, bruh. You gotta trust me on this.
All right, you got my attention.
Nah, knew you couldn't resist. Virtue's all yours. Couple more eddies, you can use my plate.
No need. I've got my own wreath.
Of course you do. It's probably top shelf, latest firmware too, right? You see, this Virtue's approaching vintage grade. I doubt you'll be able to run it.
I'll try running on my own first. If that doesn't work, I'll be back.
Hey, ain't no problem. You know where to find me.
How do I play it? Yeah. Hmm. How do I run it then? Apparently a BD player has cut content. Apparently there was going to be a BD player you'd have access to. I just did some googling. But, so I gotta pay the guy then.
This virtue better be worth all this trouble.
Chill, homie, chill. Satisfaction or your money back guaranteed, alright? Now come on.
Go where exactly?
To my rig, yo. Where else? Not like I carry that shit on me. Hey, this is my rig. Hey, take all the time you need.
Just like me, isn't it? Getting trapped in the brain of Night City's dumbest merc.
What happened?
Look around and connect the dots.
Oh, scabs. Shit. I can't believe I got conned.
So your brain isn't completely fried to a crisp. That's good. Time to wake up, because you're about to be breakfast.
Motherfucker's hacking! You can't hide forever, черт!
Блять.
I still got a bad feeling.
Найду тебя, сука, и ноги повыдергаю. Тогда не убежишь. Сыкло, сыкло. Носа посекло.
At least I got my pistol. But I got the greatest weapon of all. I've got my augmentations and stuff. And my hacking abilities, so... This place looks familiar.
crazy. Блядь.
Huh?
Импланты заключат!
There. I ain't crazy.
Найду тебя, сука, и ноги повыдергаю. Тогда не убежишь. Блять.
Fuckers playing tricks!
Сыкло, сыкло. Тебя с носа потекло.
You talk too much.
Блять.
I think this is the place from the first mission you do with Jackie.
Тогда не убежишь.
Motherfucker's hacking!
Сыкло, сыкло. У тебя с носа потекло.
That's what you get for talking too much. The hell? Game's glitching again. If it keeps glitching, I might have to save and reload.
Should have asked if he had any used hypos for sale, too. What could go wrong?
Not now, Johnny.
Hiding like a child.
Nothing.
Well, well, looks like fortune favors the stupid, too. Now what?
I'm gonna ask for a refund.
I keep thinking about that house, that hallway.
Netrunner!
Ну давай, выходи, сыкло!
Ready or not, here I come! Or fuck!
Bye-bye.
She's blowing up!
The hell is that? That wasn't the usual kind of one.
Найду тебя, сука, и ноги повыдергаю. Тогда не убежишь. Блять. Сыкло, сыкло. У тебя снова. Еще дышит. Ищите эту гниду!
I tear you apart, hear me?
Найду тебя, сука, и ноги повыдергаю. Тогда не убежишь.
Shit.
А, да и похуй. Сыкло, сыкло. У тебя с носа потекло. Блять.
А?
Типа выдергаю.
There's more than one.
Hey, motherfucker! You're a bitch!
Huh?
Who's the bitch now?
Peace and quiet. And a 0% non-human. A paradise.
Come on, damn it! Don't draw this out.
Don't make trouble. Be trouble. There's smoke is fine.
安全をとってスタイルをとるレイフィールドの強奪を選んだ人が選ぶ必要は
荒坂社は全力で応えます。明るい未来のための戦いにあなたの力を。荒坂製鉄システムに加入すれば、平和は常にあなたのものになります。いかなる脅威にも速やかに対応。Experience real systems like never before. Fourth wall Consider inventing or purchasing a niche for yourself or a loved one? Get in touch with administration at North Oak, Colorado.
Be a net hero. If you suspect any rogue AI activity, call the Netwatch hotline immediately.
The closest thing to a glacier. Let her know. All it takes is a sip.
I'd like a refund.
Hey, holy shit, Chum! You good? After you booted up that virtue, you started glitching out and...
Save your breath. You conned me. You knew what you were doing. You want to know what I do, though?
Now hold up, yo. Let's all be chill for a second.
You've got 1 hour to get out of Night City and never look back.
Oh, my sweet fucking Jesus! Thank you! I knew you could...
Shut the fuck up. I wasn't finished. If I ever see your face again, I'll gut you and string you up by your insides. Understand? Now start walking.
Okay, so I'm done with the hacking stuff. I could put points in there, but I'm not gonna bother. Is there anything else here that I want?
The NCPD advises those traveling beyond official police jurisdiction to wear bulletproof vests at all times. Don't be fooled by foreign propaganda. Get the latest, trusted scoop on Night City, only on NBC.
Woo! That's right! You get him, boy!
Uh-huh. What the? Invisible items. Or items with no description.
No, I'd rather live here. Just don't turn off the lights. Summer means rain. Means I have to sit in the basement.
Oh, gracious creature! And benign!
Specific to the elements of pure! Hot to the world with bloody stain
New butter? The hell are they
for
taking?
Fred the king
Blue
of all we own!
Probably
I
is the
pray to him,
fabric
should for thy peace
Fear
arise!
not. Sounds like paradise. 24 hours, you feel no pain and barely remember a thing afterwards.
Who can blame them then? Hey, you alright?
No way I'm gonna swim! I hate water! Can't you see nobody cares?
Fingers. Know where I can find them?
If I could, I'd swap, you know? Why does everything have to be so damn convoluted? In the end, all I got left are shredded cables and empty bottles.
Right.
An explosion of taste!
All pleasure. Provides 330% of recommended daily
Hey, hands off!
Think I'm scared of your skinny ass?
You will be when every mox in town descends on this shithole. You got a financial claim? Take it to court, you pussy.
Is that what I think it is?
And you can fuck off to greener pastures.
I don't owe you shit!
Oh, but you do. And that shit has a name. Something around 20,000.
What? Come on, you pulled that number out of your ass!
Hey, what's that tone with me, you skank? Hey, look in the mirror. Who paid for all that? Think Fingers would have fixed a cracked faceplate for free? You want out, you gotta pay me back.
Isn't he lucky? I can't pull my gun out.
Hope that teaches those candy-ass Scotch suckers not to come around here no more.
V, hey.
Hello? There's a line. Nuh-uh, you ain't cutting.
Sit your ass down and wait your turn.
Fingers guy. You know him?
Heard some things, yeah.
Like?
His hand sometimes slips.
Glad to see a familiar face.
I'm worried sick about her, V. Had no idea anything had happened.
We'll find her. I know we will. After the heist, Evelyn holed up with the Mox for a while, right?
That's right.
So why the hell did she go back to Clouds?
Thought she'd be safer there. God knows why. Tried to get her to see straight, but she wouldn't listen.
You talked to Fingers yet?
If only. He's harder to get in to see than the best docs in town. We're gonna be here forever. I just know it. Maybe you could talk to those girls, see if we can cut in front?
Why me?
I don't think they like me. Just give it a shot. That or come up with something better.
Think Evelyn's been kept here somewhere.
On the one hand, hope she is, because I want her back fast. But on the other, hope to God no, because who knows what that sick fuck could have done to her.
She means a lot to you, doesn't she?
And you've arrived at that conclusion how exactly?
Moment you knew where she was, you sprang into action.
Once you get close to Evelyn, you never want to let her go.
You worked at Clouds.
Not as a doll. Tuned their virtues. That's where I met Ev, Tom, and the rest of the crew.
Fingers. Where'll I find him?
He's operating on somebody right now.
Been in there for ages. Shouldn't be much longer.
Don't hold your breath. I spent hours waiting for him to come out. Especially when he collects payment right after the procedure.
My friend here, she's in real sorry shape. You couldn't let us cut in front, just this once.
Of course. Honey, be my guest.
Well, now hold on a sec. Didn't seem so bad just a minute ago.
She's a toughie. Keeps it inside, mostly.
Now try to open those luscious lips of yours.
Come on, let's go.
How about now?
Better. Wait, something's wrong. Can't see nothing but a blur.
Faceplate's previous owner had a longer face than you. Edges are stretching your optic nerves. Don't worry. Your eyes
I think he's
will
done.
adjust
We going in?
eventually.
Oh my god. All those dildos.
Yes, hello. What can I do for you?
Looking for a girl named Evelyn Parker. I know she was here in your clinic.
Ah, so that's what this is about.
Where is she?
A loaded question if I've ever heard one. You Tiger Claws? Far as I know, I'm all paid up.
We're with the Mox.
The Mox? Why didn't you say so? So, what brings you here?
Man, he needs to eat some food.
These girls know you're chipping faulty implants?
You might say so. I'd say they're the very best I can find. See?
What's in it for you?
Whatever they have to offer. And they always have something to offer.
You're a sick fuck. Know that?
You looking for a friend?
Heard you help the working girls around here.
Well, very few children will play with broken toys. So when skin goes flabby, sockets go out of whack, implants malfunction, I'm sure you get the gist. You pay for goods, you expect top quality. Consumerism 101.
Please. Scrapyards offer better quality than this.
Already told you. I'm looking for a woman named Evelyn Parker. Need to know where she is.
Step into my office, please. Many girls come through here. So many. But let me put it to you this way. I believe in giving each of them the personal touch. Ask anyone. I'm more than a chop doc. See, I know what people truly want. To be flattered, praised, patted. To feel
Went
like...
jittery soon as I mentioned her name. Don't try getting out of this. I know you remember her.
I have a neurological condition. It's not easy living with tics. Really, I'd love to help, but if only I knew who you were talking about.
What about your logs? Gotta have some kind of record.
Tech like this, you don't register. Don't put any names down for it.
Blue hair, doll chip. Best brain dance gear ever, though damaged. Was she here?
Poor girl. Tried to help her, I did. But as you can see, this isn't exactly a state-of-the-art facility.
You mentioned you couldn't help her. Help her with what exactly?
If I only knew, I wager she'd be standing here, happy and smiling. Instruction register on her chip was burnt to a crisp. Tried replacing it. Nothing.
Damage was caused by a netrunner using homebrewed malware.
Sounds about right.
Get to the point.
The point? Ah, yes. Well, I haven't the faintest idea where she is.
Enough of this bullshit! What'd you do to her, you freak?
Now, either you put a muzzle on this creature, or put her down. It's impossible to have a conversation with her around.
You're scum. Pathetic. A waste of words. I'm a hair away from putting you down.
2 beefers from a BD studio took her. Didn't even know their names.
Want details, damn it. Name the studio.
They mentioned a moth of all things. Virtues with the death's head. Said she'd be good for the moth.
Need air. I'll be outside.
Shit, didn't think that one punch would kill him.
I let her go back to Clouds. Could have stopped her, but I didn't.
Don't worry. We'll find her, I know it.
We'll fucking find what's left of her butchered corpse.
Hey, keep it together. You want to give up now?
No. Only lead we got's an XBD. Where's that get us?
We also know we're looking for something related to the Death's Head. It's better than nothing.
I don't get your optimism. Still sounds like a big fat nothing to me.
Death's Head symbol bring anything to mind? Anything. Doesn't matter how small.
This industry... I mean, market's looking for every kind of fetish out there. It's cavernous. But an XBD outfitted be on the move almost always. Makes them harder to nab, harder to sting.
Need to figure out where they're scrolling this stuff. Gotta be a rat hole of some sort. Doubt they do much shooting on location.
Yeah, gotta be somewhere quiet, out of the way.
It could be we'll see something to point us in their direction in one of their virtues.
Ugh, have to be real gonks to leave a clue.
Got a better idea?
Matter of fact, I do. A domain called Pleasures of Night City. There's a twin of it on the dark net.
Every kind of thing goes on there. Might stumble on something useful.
Let me think for a sec. Know a fixer in Westbrook. I'll drop her a line.
V, fixers don't hand out information right and left.
Done a couple of things for her. Not that she owes me, but let's see what she has to say.
Meantime, see if I can't find something on the NCP domain. I'll wait in the van.
V, nice surprise. What is it you need?
How's things, Wako?
This a prelude to whatever illegal favor you're about to ask me?
What? No, never.
In that case, they couldn't be better. Kind of you to ask. And you?
Looking for a brain dance.
Oh, any particular one?
Logo on the casing. A death's head moth.
Whoa, now. That's quicksand. So I would advise caution.
Know who makes them? Where they scroll them?
And do you know what a fixer does? Allow me to explain. Not only do I finalize transactions, I can accomplish the goddamn impossible.
Which would be...
making sure the buyer, supplier, and ever neglected intermediary not only keep their heads in the games, but keep their heads, period. So don't you ever ask me who, with whom, where, when, why, or how.
Can you get me one of those recordings?
Listen, I've seen what you can do. You've earned my respect, and I want you earning more of my eddies. So here's what's going to happen. I'll get you what you want. Just look out for a package.
Thanks, Wako. Where'll the pickup be?
I'll have my guy drop it off in a secure location. Sending you the coordinates now.
Upgrade to version 3.0.
Conviértete en ciberpsicópata y lucha para volver a la normalidad. Revive Maxwell Record, la multipremiada neodanza de North Wall Studios.
The closest thing to a glacier you'll take.
開墾しませんか？
Okay, that's weird. It updated. It's showing me... Ooh. Maybe wait till the saving's finished. Ah.
Well, don't you look delicious. Come here and let me have a look.
Hop in. Let me get everything prepped. You make sure the wreath's snug on you.
Mouse and I'm moving.
You'll watch while I edit in real time. The old one too.
Ready when you are.
Want you to describe what you see. You might catch something. Editing mode's good to go. Stick around all you want.
Christ, it's hot. Thermal readings are off the charts.
Keep looking.
Scav woman. Who knew that sides chopping people up, they were scrolling XBDs? Ordinary box, Decker, Tanaka, and Raj's logo. Standard for a trash heap. Scav, gotta be. No one else with that kind of fashion sense. Ordered recently. Electric corp patch in the coveralls. Coveralls had a patch on them. Electric Corp.
Could be a costume. A prop?
Factory worker fetish? Hard as hell to believe.
It'd explain the higher thermal readings, too. You could be onto something.
Can't beat that rich synth-goth aroma. Cheap shit. Cold, too. Buck a slice. Coffee was cold. Like, from the day before. Pizza looked fresh, though.
So?
Means someone's grabbing buck a slice regularly. Which is not something someone does for the flavor and fresh ingredients. Pizza shares its DNA with styrofoam. Nobody's gonna schlep across town for it. Okay. We're looking for an electric core power plant located near a bucket slice.
EC used to have a big old complex in Charter Hill. Buck a Slice checks out too. How can you be sure though?
What was that?
Poor fucker.
Oh man.
Here we go. Old electric core power plant in Charter Hill. Gotta make do with this for now. Nothing else to garner from this scroll. No time to lose. We gotta go there.
Definitely. Ride with me?
Let's get going.
On our way.
Still can't shake it. That virtue sample we saw with the Death's Head moth. If all they scroll is snuff, then...
Stop it. They'd have to be utter gonks to waste her on something like that.
What do you mean?
We're talking about a girl who's not only a natural at what she does, but also has got a doll's implant. I mean, that's not a package you find lying out in the street. And here we are.
We going in?
Find us a way inside. I'll hang back, scan the subnet, see if there's any blueprints of the complex lying around. Join you as soon as I find something. Let's link on Hollow till then.
It's not gonna be pretty in there.
So? If you mean to tell me to hang back altogether, don't bother.
All right, going in.
God damn it!
Surround him!
Get yourself together!
Heard shots. You still alive?
I'm here. Got no time to creep around.
Run him down! Surround him! Can't any faster!
What now?
Yoo-hoo! Come out! Wherever you are.
Netrunner!
Am I deaf? Ah! Fuck!
We find you one way or another. You hear?
I know where he is.
Ooh, one perfect point.
Search is fucking fine. What now?
I have better things to do. Come out.
Got the blueprint. Be there in a sec. Try to find a way to the lower levels.
Am I deaf? I know where he is. Oh, wait. Just seeing things.
35 miners became trapped deep underground following a high-magnitude earthquake. Thanks to their Sue's Lake 2 hibernation implants, the miners were able to
Am I deaf?
without access to
He took a while to fall down.
The proposed base will be subdivided into 3 areas. Scientific and residential. 10 residential modules are already available for purchase at a starting rate of 100 million euro dollars. A hefty price, yes, but can you truly put a price on your security? In New Mexico and Oklahoma, a new bout of unrest has erupted in the wake of suicide blasts at NUS bases. President Myers has openly blamed the Republic of Texas for the attacks. In a swift reprisal, NUS forces carried out a series of bombings on Texan airports in Wellington and El Paso. Although both sides have expressed a desire to avoid further escalation of the conflict, bookies have put the
I heard something.
Found a way down. You see my position?
Yep, be there in a sec. Wait for me. Lee, hold up. I'm close. I'm here. We need to get to level -2. Bet that's where they're keeping her. That shirt. I know it. Hear that?
Evelyn's?
Without a doubt. Looks like snuffs are only the tip of the iceberg.
It's like candy for grown-ups.
This idea won't make anyone foam at the mouth, will it?
Oh, there's still more levels? Okay.
Well, well, not bad. One sec. Got something that'll keep him busy. After that, we slip past him. Okay, now.
Back in the samurai days, we'd place ads in this thing looking for background dancers.
Looks like you weren't the only ones with bright ideas.
It was a veritable gold mine of women.
Pathetic.
We find you one way or another. You hear?
Night City, expect the unexpected.
Pathetic.
That's how much we pull in per night. And how many nights do we do it? What you call it before?
So, it's still worth it.
What's wrong? I don't give a shit. You know how much that junk costs? 8,000.
Shit.
I think I'd slit your throat!
That's fair enough. I can't craft because I'm in combat mode. Ah.
Look at us now.
Yoo-hoo! Come out, wherever you are.
Burning fuel in your nostrils, being one with the machine. Oh, you gotta relive it yourself.
First, I'll take your eyes. You hear?
I play Luis Morales. And it's always
There.
a true story.
I ain't crazy.
Morales led the 6th platoon of armored cavalry in the Battle of Ridgecrest.
We'll find you and we'll chop you into fucking pieces.
That's right. Caught him in a trap. The Free States. But the President Myers decided Militech that at the end
Fuckers playing tricks!
I won't hurt you. Yoo-hoo! Come out.
Careful, they hurt
Wherever
something.
you are.
Cover me, I'm empty. Clear, keep going. I think that's a maintenance room. See what I can stir up.
What the hell? Gutted out all her implants. And why stop there? Took a few internal organs while they were at it.
How so very resourceful.
Scavs. No matter how many you stamp out, there'll always be more crawling around somewhere.
Figure you've made their acquaintance.
Afraid so.
Netrunner!
What was that?
Sure.
Pathetic.
Done and dusted.
We find you one way or another. You hear?
What was that?
Sure.
Ну давай, гнида, покажись!
Fuck!
Ну давай, выходи, циклоп!
Who's a shrinking violet?
Maybe she's here already.
Him as a puppet and a virtue that killed him, then tore out his implants.
Come out. I only want to talk. Promise.
Sure.
We find you one way or another. You hear?
What was that?
Find a matching holster anytime soon. On top of that,
Where are you?
Close to the studio, I think. You find anything useful?
Freed up the elevator. Should be easier to get out of here.
Try ours today.
You really don't fuck around, do you? Wait one sec for me.
В атаку, сукины дети!
Sure.
Ну давай, выходи, циклоп!
All right, I'm here. Let's find her. Hang in there.
Pathetic.
What's that?
We find you one way or another. You hear? No!
That's Evelyn. Just don't touch her. If she's recording, you'll scramble her brain.
Wait until I cut her link.
I see her. Cable 2.
Grab it and tell me when you're gonna yank it. I'll break the link at my end at the same time.
All right, let's do this.
Wait for my signal. Here goes. Ready? And... Thank God. Evelyn, you hear me?
What's wrong with her?
Honestly, I don't know. Jerking around the cable probably didn't help.
She okay to be moved? No brain hemorrhages, damage to the spine?
Doesn't seem to have any wounds. Guess we got no choice.
Hey, Evelyn. I need you to tell me who hired you.
Seriously, V? You gotta do this now?
Let's get her somewhere safe.
Fast, too.
Which way?
I sealed the doors and managed to power the elevators.
Elevators it is, then.
Now the elevator works. What?
Since when do you smoke?
It clears my head. Keeps me focused, level.
'Cause when you smoke, you assuage my hankering, too. So don't ever stop.
Since when
We
did
going
I
in?
smoke in the game?
Let's give him a couple. You saw how she looked.
If it was up to me, I would have splashed some water on her face back at the studio and asked her straight up.
It's not up to you, though, is it? Let's go.
She's sleeping. At least I think she is. Her eyes are closed and she's not shaking anymore. I would have already killed her by now if I didn't feel so bad for her.
How's she feeling?
Use your imagination. That place sucked every last drop of humanity from her. It's not enough. She already gave up everything she had. I just kept taking more and more. She's in some kind of trance, like she's folded into herself. No reaction to her surroundings whatsoever. I really didn't want to poke around in her head. I did it for you. I just want you to know that.
I need to talk to her.
Listen, I know you've got some serious questions that she's got the answers to. I mean, if I were you, I'd want to know too. But it's just not gonna happen. She's completely out of it.
Fair enough.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
You're mad at her? Why?
When you asked me to scour her behavioral chip, I was just about done dealing with your shit.
Judy, I didn't have any
I know.
other...
It's okay.
So I don't get why...
You'll find out in a sec. I'll show you the virtue I found.
Guessing you saw them already.
Yeah, had to wrestle to make sense of the whole thing. But I don't want to say anything and taint your perspective. You should go in with fresh eyes.
How many BDs did you manage to rip?
2. Only one of them's intact. Understandable, though. The rest... well, they're in the same shape as Evelyn right now.
Okay, show me.
Give me a sec while I set the parameters.
Guess we'll find out if our doll really did lose her tune. Come on, V.
Have a seat.
All right, roll it.
Data was in pretty rough shape. Not all that editable.
Glad you managed to salvage them in the first place.
Needs a second to load. Quality's lousy, but I did what I could.
What am I looking out for?
Take a look around if you want.
Can't see your face.
Under normal circumstances, that kind of encryption's easy to crack. But not this time. Whoever she is, she's got serious net running skills.
That, or someone's working it for her. I think I recognize these.
What are they?
Vive markings.
You familiar with them?
Not enough to know what they actually mean. Heard of who might use them, though.
Who?
Could be the Voodoo Boys, but that's just a hunch. Can't be 100% sure.
The spine-chilling Netrunner crew? Hard to find, because they don't want to be. I wouldn't know where to start.
Every single piece of tech I see, security. We need a layout of the whole room. We will get everything else we need from the virtue. What about his messages? Only if you can do it in parfait bruit.
It's most important that he suspect nothing. Try to be your usual, relaxed self.
And if he starts talking about the biochip himself?
Might not be
Should I...
Maybe. But all of them are from Pacifica. Now's down our search at least.
What now?
Looks like I'm going on a field trip to Pacifica.
Biochip? Where you hear this? That is not of interest to you. You spin the virtue, you come back here. We give you the eddies. That is your one job. The rest is none of your concern. Understand?
All right, think we got everything.
Wasn't there a second one?
What do you think?
The woman who hired Evelyn. Any idea who we're up against?
Your guess is as good as mine. Sorry, V.
Now we know what happened to Clouds. They're the ones who tried to flatline her. Launched a nuke at her ship.
So it was punishment? For getting played by her?
She knew more than they thought she knew. Couldn't let that go.
So that's who she was running from.
Looks like Evelyn never told us the whole truth.
You're telling me? If I'd known what she'd gotten herself into? Oh, I'm so mad at her.
Her only job was to record a virtue. It's pretty damn amazing she managed to organize a full-blown heist. And swipe the biochip from under her boss's noses.
So that's where you came in. She hired you. And brought this all on herself. On you two. There's one more recording. Wanna see it?
Sure.
Sure, why not? Nothing can surprise me at this point.
What language is she speaking?
I don't know. Haitian Creole? It is the Voodoo Boys.
Didn't I... Wait, let me see if I've got an auto-translator. Meantime, you try to tune into the phone's frequency. See what the other side's saying. Got it. Give it a second.
Heard her mention Yorinobu.
Probably why Evelyn buried this recording deep. Caught another name. Something like... Silverhand?
We have to know what they're saying. It could be important.
Fine. Just found the auto-translate package. Should get along fine with your system. I'll install it now.
Oui, oui, allez. Vous avez bien raison, moi, vous êtes tout intelligent pour ça, pour t'y bien.
Vous pensez que ça fait un problème?
Moi, vous êtes pas enragé. Non plus, c'est... Puis bon moyen nous gagner pour nous arriver sur yon nous pour. Faut que nous prenions chance là.
Moi, t'as jamais quoi même j'avais, qui s'est levé à peine nous tirer sous halte.
Vous gagnez une bonne idée? Très bien. Si vous décidez si c'est bon critiquer ça, me pense, à continuer à faire le travail.
Okay, Judy, we're good.
All right, disconnecting. I don't get it. What's this have to do with Johnny Silverhand? He died, like, forever ago. V, you got any idea?
The biochip we stole. It's got Silverhand's engram burned onto it.
Engram?
Digitized psyche. Personality construct. Can you give me a minute? I need to go over some stuff. in my head.
Of course.
Know who they are, who the woman is. Any idea how we find them?
Fuck, V. I've been dead the last half-century. Sorry if I'm unable to hand you all the answers on a chrome fucking platter when you snap your fingers.
These people, what could they want from Alt?
How the hell should I know?
Got no notion whatsoever?
One way or another, everything leads back to that Netrunner. Finding her's our biggest priority. If she knows as much as I think she knows about the chip, she can help us out.
Thought you said nothing could help us.
Nah, just find us that Juju wirehead, okay?
Wait, you got any idea how to get in touch with the Voodoo Boys?
Why? Worried they'll give Evelyn up to him?
No. I didn't trust you at first, but... Well, if you wanted to get back at Evelyn, you would have done it already.
So why the worried look?
I want it all to work out for you. You got a plan?
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask around, make a few calls. Let me put it this way. The Voodoo Boys wouldn't trust a cat if it walked onto their turf. But someone's gotta know a way in.
Well, good luck. Hope you won't need it.
Thanks, Judy.
No, V. Thank you. You're a good person. Evelyn could never see what was under people's skin. If she could have gotten to know you a bit better, then... who knows? Things might have turned out differently.
Maybe.
V, what's shaking?
Need to make contact with the Voodoo Boys chief if he can swing it.
All right. Straight to heavy business. Now, that'd be Maman Brigitte. Be tough getting a word into her.
Maman Brigitte. And that sounds like a spooky cult alias.
Have not had the pleasure of asking her personally, but it is what everybody calls her. Doubt the title has any real religious weight, though. Voodoo Boys play pretty fast and loose with their Haitian heritage.
Huh. I was led to believe you could arrange anything.
Ah! Now that sounded like my third wife every time she wanted a new purse.
Really don't do any biz with them?
Not with the chefs, chefins, priests, and whatnot. All got dirigible-sized egos, won't talk to lowly me. But if you insist, I can ask around, try to set something up. I'll just need some details first.
Got something they want.
Truly? Want to sell something to the VDBs? Trust me, they don't want it, they don't need it. They're isolated, insulated, they got their own contracts, tech, networks. But, have it your way. Okay, I'll see what I can do and get back to you.
Alright, well I'm going to end this one here. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you'd like to be notified about when I go about putting up more videos in the Cyberpunk 2077 playthrough series, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube side of things to be notified when those videos are made available, or click follow or subscribe on Twitch to watch me play through this live. And with that guys, have a good one.